NBA commissioner just made shocking announcement about basketball season weeks before it's supposed to start. Although he's praised the ungrateful elitist rich NBA ball tossers for their unpatriotic stance on social issues and their community work, pandering NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said he expects players to stand for the national anthem when preseason and regular season games begin. Silver during a press conference clearly stated that it's always been an opportunity in arenas for both teams to come together and have a moment of reflection. For the non-American players, it's not a moment of patriotism for the United States, but it's about respect. It's about respect for the country they play in. It's about respect for the principles that underlie this country. It doesn't necessarily mean that everyone agrees at any given point with what's happening in their country. These non-American ball tossers should stand even higher than the rest because in their native soil, they would probably be picking up trash in the streets for a living while playing a few pickup games on Sundays if they were lucky. Sports Media Watch reports. The NBA is full of thugs, and here's the rap sheet to prove it. The Gilbert Arenas situation has made it clear as day, the NBA has a problem. The league is full of thugs, to quote Forbes editor Michael K. Ozanian. San Francisco Examiner writer Bob France recently wrote that the NBA's overly ink-stained players look like a bunch of gangbangers playing in the recreation yard at Pelican Bay, following that up by saying that Arenas and teammate Javris Crittenden had validated his opinion. France, a league filled with guys that look like thugs is bound to be filled with guys that act like thugs, Examiner.com, January 4, 2010. And they're absolutely right. Just take a look at the league's rap sheet. An NBA player was just released from prison after being involved in a murder-for-hire plot involving his agent. There's an NBA player currently serving a 14-year prison sentence for attempted murder, and another player serving a sentence for conspiring to murder his pregnant girlfriend. There are fights in NBA games on an almost nightly basis, including one during the league's outdoor game earlier this season, its showcase event. Several years ago, an NBA player grabbed an elderly assistant coach by the head and shoved him to the ground during a melee in the conference finals. 5 years ago, an NBA player threw a chair into the stands and broke a woman's nose, just months after another player sucker punched an opponent, breaking his neck. NBA players are unquestionably prone to violence. One player demonstrated to ESPN's Outside the Lines how he would handle someone who would attempt to mug him. If someone's right here, and he's like, "Give me your wallet," and he's got a knife. I'm like, "All right man, let me grab my wallet." He grabbed his gun and left. There it is. Now, he's got a chance to turn tail, or he's getting it. Better leave. If you think you can get me with that knife before I squeeze off 3 rounds with this, you'll be gravely mistaken. If that does not epitomize thug life, I don't know what does. An NBA player was arrested for domestic battery last year, less than a year after his brother, a fellow NBA player, was sued for allegedly beating his pregnant girlfriend. The star of the NBA's championship team was sued for alleged sexual assault over the summer. And let's not forget the NBA player that murdered his teammate back in 2003. The fact is, the NBA has a problem. The league is filled with vile, criminal thugs. No other league deals with the kind of criminal activity that the NBA does. Not the NHL, not Major League Baseball, and certainly not college basketball, where the players are uncorrupted by the money in the pros. Even the NFL has more upstanding citizens than the. Hold on a moment. I'm receiving word that the aforementioned murder-for-hire plot involved NHL player Mike Danton. And that the person serving a 14-year prison sentence for attempted murder is former MLB player, and member of the '03 World Champion Marlins, Uga Turbina. And the person in jail for the murder of his pregnant girlfriend is the NFL's Ray Caruth. Also, I've been informed that the NBA has not had a brawl since 2006. To the best of my understanding, those nightly brawls I referenced earlier took place in the National Hockey League and Major League Baseball. Again, I apologize, but who could blame me? It's not like you hear about